Alex here with another radar detector review. This time we're taking a look at the Escort Max 4, which has app support as well as advanced features such as filtering of false alerts and more. And on this video, I'm going to show you the contents of the kit as well as walk you through the features of this radar detector. That way you can decide if this is the right one for you. And as always, I have placed a link in the description down below to this radar in case you want to get one for yourself. And on the front of the unit, we get radar detection as well as laser detection. There is also laser detection for the rear of the vehicle. And on the right hand side, there is a USB-C port, RJ11 connector for power, and a 3.5mm jack for use with headphones. And all the controls are located on top of the radar detector, and we also get a color screen. And for power, they have included this automotive adapter, which they call the smart cord, which includes an extra USB port for charging and also a remote mute button and a remote alert indicator. And we also get a carry case and a magnetic mount. Let me show you how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and install this mount on a clean windshield. I'm just gonna center that about right here, and then I'm gonna lock it with this little guy. That's it. Next up is the radar detector, which mounts magnetically to the mount, which allows for quick removal, dismounting, and also remounting. The mount also supports adjusting the position of the radar detector to adjust for different windshields. Once we find the position we like, we can lock that in place. And the first button right here is going to control the brightness, dark, which is completely dark. And automatic brightness adjustment. Volume can also be lowered, and we can also bring it up, and it goes quite loud. Sensitivity is also adjustable. Right now it's set to auto, where it uses the GPS speed to increase or decrease the sensitivity. However, manual adjustment is possible.
Auto no, X.
Automatic adjustment without the X band.
Auto low, K.
Automatic adjustment without the low K band.
Highway,
which increases the sensitivity,
auto.
And back to auto. And the large button in the center allows us to mute an alert. The last button is the mark button,
Mark this location.
which can be used to flag something that we may have spotted, like a speed trap.
Speed camera, red light camera, other, speed trap, location marked.
Which is pretty neat. Now let's take a look at the advanced settings by holding these two buttons down.
Preferences, language, English. Español. Units, English, metric, English. Display color, blue, green, red, amber. Voice on. Auto power.
Auto power is only going to be used on vehicles where your power socket has power all the time, even when your car is off. Here you can select after how much time you want the radar detector to automatically turn off to reduce battery drain. And once your vehicle begins moving again above 10 miles an hour, the radar detector will come on again automatically.
Speed display on.
Speed display will show the speed, and if I turn this off, it's gonna show us the battery voltage.
Cruise alert.
And cruise alert is fully adjustable. We are able to select at what speed we want the radar detector to give us full warnings and alerts. Below the cruise alert speed, the radar detector is only gonna give us a double beep if it picks up an alert.
Overspeed.
Overspeed is also adjustable. Here we can tell the radar detector at what speed we want to be notified that we are speeding.
Overspeed. Meter options.
The standard will show the band as well as the signal strength. Spec will show the band along with the actual frequency. Expert will show the band along with the signal strength both for the front and for the rear. And simple will only show us two messages. Caution if we are traveling below the cruise alert limit, or slow down if we are traveling above the cruise alert limit. And the radar bands can also be modified. However, Escort recommends that the default be used. You could turn off the X band, turn on or off the K band. Multi-radar CD and CT can also be turned off independently, and both of these ones are only available in certain states. And again, this is where you will want to do research if you want to modify any of this stuff, which is one of the reasons why Escort recommends that the defaults be used.
Band off.
KA band can also be turned on or off, including sections of the KA band all the way up from narrow 1 to narrow 10, which covers a specific KA ranges. Laser detection can also be turned on or off, and also TSR, which is the traffic sensor rejection filtering, can also be enabled or disabled.
Marker enables default settings.
Same thing with the markers. Escort recommends that you leave them under the default settings. However, they could be customized.
Caution, speed trap ahead.
And the app for the radar detector is fully optional, so you don't have to use it if you don't want to. The app is called Drive Smarter, and it connects to the radar detector using Bluetooth. And it's one of these cases where I really think using an app does make a lot of sense for this device, because for example, you can see that we can change all the settings that I showed you on the smaller screen on the radar detector, but we can do it directly on the app. Now, not only is it convenient because we have a larger screen, it is convenient because of this. When I select the setting, if I don't know what that setting does, I can tap that little question mark icon and it's gonna give me a brief description of what a particular setting is. Now, this is super convenient because if you don't have the manual with you, this is almost like having an electronic copy of the manual explaining and guiding you through what each option does. It also saves you a lot of clicking on the radar detector. For example, if you wanted to customize the radar detector as far as the band settings, here you can just check them on or off as needed, as opposed to tapping and tapping and tapping on the radar detector until you find the option that you want. But the biggest strength of the app, in addition to this, is that it is connected to other users. So when you flag something that you see on the road, it is now being shared across all the network of people using this Drive Smarter app, which means that now you can potentially get shared alerts. And because the radar detector talks to the app, a lot of this is going to be automatic. When the radar picks up some kind of speed enforcement, perhaps radar or laser, those potential alerts could be shared to the app, so they can be shared with other users on the app, so they will get an alert even before their own radar detector detects it, because somebody already in front of them has already previously detected the threat. And here's a very interesting test that I ran with the Max 4, specifically to test out the false alert filtering capability. And as you can see, I am driving towards a store that has an automatic door opener, and notice a couple things. There's three things going on. First, I have the radar detector set to auto, and auto automatically will adjust the sensitivity, basically the range of the radar detector, automatically based on the speed. And sure enough, we were able to detect that door opener radar signal, but I only got 2 gentle beeps, and then the alert kind of muted itself out. The reason why I only got a very small gentle 2 beeps was because I have cruise alert enabled, and that feature allows the radar detector not to blast me with a full sound and alert if I am going below a certain speed, because it knows I am cruising, not necessarily going at a speed where I could potentially be affected by not being notified at full blast of an alert. But the third most important thing is that AutoLearn capability. Leaving the AutoLearn capability allows the radar detector to learn the false locations or false alert locations, so when you drive through those again, they are not gonna set off the radar detector. So overall, I have to say that since I put this in my car and I've been testing it, this is probably the best Escort radar detector that I have tested so far. And I've been an Escort fan for a while. I actually have still my red line Escort radar detector. And yes, I keep all the boxes and all the instruction manuals and all the accessories that came with it. And I had other Escort radar detectors before in the past. And it's really nice to see that they have improved a lot of things on there, especially the false alert filtering. I think that's tremendously helpful, but essentially the app support, because on radar detectors that do not have app support, you may be able to pick up a threat, perhaps something like radar may have a chance to react to it, But laser, if you get popped by laser, that is it. You're basically already busted. Now with a radar detector that is connected with the app, now you get shared network alerts. So somebody can potentially detect something ahead of you. That way you have time to react to it. So remember, I put a link in the description down below to this unit in case you want to check it out further. And if you guys have any other questions regarding it, please put that in the comments down below. And if you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel and stay tuned as I have a lot more cool products for your car coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.